seminar and lectures. After highly successful seminars in Los Angeles, New York, and London, we are launching Bible Code seminars and lectures on the subject. So, what I'm going to show you, part of the idea of the Bible Code. What are those Bible codes? What is the importance of this Bible code? So let us see further story. Doron Witzung and Dr. Reeves on several occasions together with Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach Zatzal. He testifies that Rav Auerbach not only gave his univocal approval of the code research, but also strongly encouraged the use of this material in Kiruv Rechokim efforts, it meaning outreach. Numerous prominent Roshei Yeshivas, Rabbonim, have personally sat through codes, presentations at our discovery seminars among those who have attended and gone on record as supporting the use of codes for Kiruv Rechokim outreach, and Rav Yaakov Weinberg, Rav Shmuel Kamenetsky, Rav Moshe Einemann, and Rav Yitzchak Meir Kagan. In fact, Mr. Harold Gantz, a former senior cryptologic mathematician with the United States National Security Agency for 28 years, has had a number of long discussions about the codes with Rav Moshe Weinberg, and as you saw that he encouraged it very much. So let us see now rabbinical support for the use of codes. A number of contemporary Gedolim and Torah sages have repeatedly given their strong support for the use of codes as Kiruv Rechokim outreach tool, including the prominent group is the renowned Jerusalem posek and Rav Shlomo Fisher, in addition to his own 1989 Psak Din stating that it is a mitzvah to teach codes. Rabbi Fisher recently issued a public letter wherein he stated that he met with all these ideas. So this is what the scientist said about Bible code. Professor Percy Dioknesis, famous professor of statistics and member of the National Academy of Science of America. We agree that this research, if borne out, is of good scientific interest and has important implication for our way of thinking about our physical world. It is not only a matter of biblical studies. So, as he said, it is a broad scientific interest. Professor Atzmon, also quite famous, said a great revelation that clouds even Copernicus' revelation. If there is substance to this research, then the foundation of the human way of thinking will experience strong tremors. So, also, what the well-regarded scientists say about the Torah, quote as you saw, and is Professor Robert Pullman, famous mathematician, Nobel Prize awardee, and member of the National Academy of Science of America. If the research of the Torah code comes to light, behold, this is the greatest discovery of 300 years of scientific. So, this is what we see about all these scientists, and that's what we are going to see now is really the work of Professor Haralik, Robert Haralik, from Penn Center University in New York, was international in the past of the amazing science of pattern recognition, image processing, and these tables he did to show what really and how the Bible code story came out. So this is a table produced, the search as a cylinder of 632. It is interesting to see is the gematria of Tfunot, in the codes, the plural of the word Tzofen, meaning code. So this is really what you see in the table. When will begin code of Torah? Yaniv, he really was lecturing on this topic, and this our Professor Rips and Ron Wiesting heard about this. So he said about when it will begin, code of Torah, it was 5736 when they heard about this phenomena. And this is in Hebrew, it's Avshilam Edba, but in English it's 1976. So this was the year when really the Bible code became famous in the whole world. Now let us see the table, what really we saw just now. So what you see here, the verse, what we saw before, Yachel Torah, code Torah will start on the year 5736, Tafshim Lamed Vav. This is what they heard from Yanim. So this is what Professor Haralik in his program brought, and he says the cylinder of size is 632. This table asks the question when Torah codes begin. In the table is the answer. Yaniv will begin Torah code in 5736, which is 1976, and this is funding by Glazerson and Professor Rips. Then let us go more into it, and we see more interesting tables, which goes with the idea which we mentioned. So let us see here what has to do with the discovery of the Bible code and the year. So here you see coming out Iru Beberu. This is definitely appears in the book of Genesis in part of chapter 40 and part of verse 41. Very significant table. It means there are 50 letters from letter to letters. Also 50 important numbers. It is known 50 gates of understanding. So you have here once in the Torah, Iru Beberu. They will see clearly Sofen Chavui, the hidden code, in my Torah. This is what God says. The year was 5736, and Rips was this one who did the research on it on this year, 5736, many times, but this is strictly specific. Then a great change in the distribution of the codes was in the year Tafshinayin Vav, which is really 76, when the documentary came out, and it came through many televisions. It was famous all over the world. This is the year which comes here. And also, as we brought clear proofs in many books, that this is part of the Messianic code. As is written in many books, the Kolator and many other places, that part of the process of Messiah, and before Messiah will be discovery of the hidden secrets of the Torah. One can see it in every field, Chabad, all over. The secrets of the Torah became openly known, and one of them, secrets of the Torah, is also the Torah codes, which were hidden, but now they could see it from the year 5736, which is 1976. Then another interesting table, also the same idea, but you can see here what you saw before, and here you can see also interesting. This is really the story of Joseph. He was out of prison after 2 years, and there is also connection between the book and to darkness. We brought explanation for it. So this is really basically what the Kabbalah says, Ari HaKadosh. If you remember, we mentioned the Ari Rabbi Isaac Lura, who says about this year, that from the year 5736, it will be like into darkness. And then will be, as we see just some more details about it, but in this you will find and to darkness from the year 5736, which is exactly 1976. Then this is again a cylinder size produced by search in 4579. So the explanation is from Professor Aralik. This is what I found. And statistically, over 14 to 100,000, which is very high. It is 1 to 4 to 10,000. But this is to do with the famous Zohar Kabbalah, to do with Joseph, and this is in the portion Mikes, which you read normally before Hanukkah, or in Hanukkah, better to say. And it is into darkness. This was written about Mikes. And the Zohar says there, as the beginning of the light of Messiah will come out on the year 5736. So one can see it if you have of Isaac Luria, Likutei Ari on the portion of Mikes. We see clearly how he says about the start of the discoveries of things in the end of days on this year. So this is exactly the verse what the Isaac Luria says in the portion Mikes, as we said, and he says, Kesayamin, the end of days above will be Kesayamin Lemala, the code, and the year from A 5736, unbelievable. This is what he found, end of days, from this year above. This is exactly the verse of the Ari, and the statistics here very high, 6.5 to 100,000. Then, what we have here is another connection to the phenomena of the cause. And as we said, this is end to darkness from the year 5736, when the name of God is revealed. Every 50, that's also very interesting. So altogether, this very small part of this phenomena of the Bible code, as you saw, what scientists and rabbis said about it. So people were interested in lectures, so can call me, Rabbi Glazerson. Email is Glazerson, mglazerson@aol.com, mglazerson@aol.com, and can organize lectures. So, very important, as we saw what Rabbi said about it, and what scientists said about this. So, anybody who interested in it can contact mglazerson@aol, americaonline.com. As we did lots of interesting seminars, lectures all over the world, and it has a great impact on people. So now there is a possibility to do it. Now I am in South Africa, so if Johannesburg or Cape Town people are interested, they can give lecture on this topic with projectors to show clearly how it's built up and statistically how significant it is. And it is important to know that it was recognized by the science. And everything more about the scientific explanation about it and what it means exactly from scientific point of view, so one can look at torahcode.us. This is a site of Professor Aralik, and he explains all details how it is scientifically proved and many other important information of the Bible cause.